Rosa.
Hey, what's up?
How's it going?
Hold on real fast. I'm gonna get off the other line.
Cool.
Hi.
Hey. How's it going?
Oh, pretty good.
Busy school day.
Yeah, it's all like winding down, so.
Oh yeah, you guys are having like summer vacation and stuff.
It's coming up.
Yeah.
So we're doing all these field trips and parties and stuff,
Yeah.
so.
What grade do you teach? Or?
Normally I teach 8th grade.
Oh really?
But this year I ran an after-school program that's 4th through 8th grade.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Actually, it's probably a good one for that. What's the school and everything like? It's in SF or?
It's in West Oakland.
West Oakland?
Mm-hmm.
Just like West Oakland Junior High or something?
It's called Cole School in
Yeah.
West Oakland.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, I mean, that could be like a point right there, you know, like, basically it's just like, we end up, like, we have like 15 points on like, you know, like, we did one on, like, we did them on like skate spots or like companies, we did one on DC shoes, like, just, you know, like, totally like little facts, trivia, you know?
Yeah.
But, I'll just go through, I have like a list of stuff and then like, we can, you know, go over other stuff maybe like, as we go if you think of anything, you know, that I'm missing.
Okay.
But, like, first off, like, what's your full name?
It's Rosa Esperanza.
Uh-huh.
You know how to spell that?
Esperanza, is that?
Yeah, Esperanza, yeah.
And Rosa is like, is that a nickname or, I mean, is it a shortened name or?
No, that's it. Rosa Esperanza Gonzalez.
Gonzalez?
Uh-huh.
Like,
With a Z at the end.
oh, like Gonzalez?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's an accent on the A.
Like, just a little diagonal one?
Uh-huh.
Okay. That could be good. And, yeah, like, what do you, right now, like, okay, so you're a school teacher. I was thinking, like, one of the points could be, like, you know, what you're up to now. And, Noe was saying, did you just write a play, or?
Yeah, I'm in a theater group called Los del Pueblo Actors Lab. And I was in 3 plays in the last year.
Yeah.
And then I decided to write my own play. It's called My Camino Real.
Really? My Camino Real?
And we're gonna produce it in the fall.
Yeah. Is it in English or Spanish?
It's bilingual.
Oh, really?
Mostly English, but there's a lot of Spanish in it too.
Just back and forth.
Yeah, and some scenes are all in Spanish.
Yeah.
And then some are like back and forth.
How long did it take you to write it? Are you done with it? Or?
Yeah, I'm finished. It took about 3 months.
Yeah.
And we did like a reading of it so that like people from the community could check it out and give me feedback and stuff. So we just did that the other day and it turned out really good.
Yeah. And they're gonna perform it? Like your theater group's gonna perform it?
Yeah. In San Jose.
Cool. That's the first play you wrote, right?
Yeah. It's about 3 high school age female graffiti artists.
Yeah. No skateboarding involved in it, right?
Of course.
Is there?
Yeah, there is a little bit.
Yeah. Like just random stuff or?
Well, like within their friends, one of like their friend, this guy Victor Gallegos is a skateboarder.
Yeah. Yeah, that actually leads me to like, how did you originally like, I mean, get any, you know, involved with skateboarding? You know what I mean?
When I was in junior high, I used to hang out with skaters and go out with skaters and stuff, and I used to like go to skate jams and watch. And I just got bored of watching, so I like people would give me their board, like an older board. My first board was a Tommy Guerrero, and then and so then I would just like skate to try and ollie and and we used to go skate T-Bowls.
Oh, the ramp, like.
Do you know T-Bowls? It's in Santa Barbara Hills. It's like these old reservoirs. Have you heard of it?
Yeah. It's in the like that Shorty's video, right?
Oh, I don't know.
I think one of the newer ones. Is it like
I haven't
super
seen it.
like? I think it's rough now.
Yeah, they tried to like.
Reservoir, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Damn, so you actually used to skate.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's cool. And you guys used to skate up there, and
yeah, and then
you meet the Shorty's dudes, or like Tony or whatever.
What happened was Tony was starting Shorty's up, and then he wanted to do a promotional poster, like he wanted to do a spoof on those like hardware posters where they have some sexy girl or whatever.
From like the 50s or something.
Yeah. And so he was calling around to skate shops asking them if they knew any girls that would be good for that.
Yeah.
And so I was hanging out at a shop, and my friend put me on the phone, and Tony explained what it was, and I was like, no, that's not me, I don't do that kind of thing. And he was like, well, everybody that we talked to said you, so maybe you should come by and just meet us and see what it's all about. So I went and met them and him in April, and they were really cool, and I really liked their whole vibe, so I decided to do it.
They were pretty small at that point, right? Like.
Yeah, it was just one room and one guy bagging bolts. Manabu.
Yeah.
So, and then like that was it. I got $100, and that was it. They just gave that poster away at a trade.
What was the first ad again?
It was this poster. It was in the second edition of Big Brother.
Yeah. Was it the one with the bolts, like?
No.
No, that was later, huh?
That was later. It was like I'm just standing there.
I know. Yeah, you got like a backwards cap. No, it's like a.
Yeah, backwards cap and a tank top. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I'm kissing.
So $100.
$100, yeah.
Damn.
But it was really popular, so then we started doing more.
Yeah. And like basically, yeah, like one of the reasons we wanted to do it was like, it seems like you were really like the only like skateboarding's only like pinup girl, really. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Like even since then, there hasn't been.
One person who stands out.
But like you were somehow like every kid, like a legion of like all these like pre-pubescent kids were just like reading these magazines, and like everybody knew who you were basically. And I mean that's basically like kind of like what we were trying to like get at it. But so they just did it as like a joke in the beginning, and then.
Yeah, it was supposed to be a joke, and then even ones after that were pretty much supposed to be making fun of the whole thing of using women's bodies to sell stuff. But of course,
it ended up
being actually what we were making fun of, I think.
Yeah. But it seems like it ended up actually selling the stuff too. You know what
I mean? Yeah, it worked.
With the parody, it like actually.
Yeah.
Kids are buying like those skate mags, and it was like the only, a girl in there. So.
Right.
Yeah. But So what about like I'm just like jumping all over the place. Like interacting with other skaters. I mean, did you hang out with them after even like, when all that stuff was going on?
I was like trying not to like milk the situation too much.
Yeah. I mean, were you still doing your own thing? Was this just like something you did like as like what I mean? You'd like maybe once every couple months you'd like shoot a photo and.
Yeah, it was like once every couple months. Because right when I started shooting those photos, I went to college at UC Santa Cruz.
Oh, okay.
And so then, like, whenever I was in Santa Barbara, we'd shoot something, or sometimes Tony would come up.
Yeah.
And I like pretty much tried to stay away from. Because before that, I used to go to demos and contests and stuff.
Yeah.
And I just stopped because I didn't want that attention.
Right.
But I would still get stopped a lot in the street. Like, are you?
Yeah. So, like, that was another one I had. Like, what was the craziest, like, I mean, fans or, like, crazy, did kids, like, send you shit? Like, or did you ever get, like, weird, like, fan mail or, like, stalking style stuff? You know what I mean?
I never got anything, like, stalking style at all, but, like, I think I got a lot of fan mail at Shorty's. They didn't give me a lot of it, but some they showed me.
Yeah.
And then, in the first interview I did was with Big Brother, and, they asked for my phone number, and I was like, no, but then they asked for my email address, and so I was like, oh, okay. I gave my email address, and then I went to Guatemala for a couple months.
Yeah.
And when I got back, I had like 460 emails.
Whoa.
On my thing.
Damn.
But the majority of them were really cool, like really interesting, or like guys who were genuinely interested in something I said in the.
Too like dirty, like.
Yeah, there was only a couple nasty ones, and then there was like one guy who sent 200 blonde jokes. I don't know. what that was all about.
200 blonde jokes.
But yeah, most people were just like wanting to know about Guatemala or about Latin American studies or whatever.
Just trying to spark up a conversation.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Hey, what's up?
I'm really interested in what
you emailed me because yeah. But were you going to like any like? Did you go to like trade shows and stuff? I mean, did they have you do any kind of stuff like that? Like where you actually went out and interacted with people, or was it just the photos or?
Just the photos. I went to 2 trade shows because like people talked me into it, and I went and ended up having a lot of fun and meeting all kinds of people, and so.
Yeah. So and then getting back to the ads, like how much were you paid? I mean, you were paid $100 for the first one, and then how did it like?
Then the majority of stuff would be like, because most of our ads were fold out. Yeah. And so I would say it was like if I did just a 1-page ad, it was $300. Yeah. If I did a 2-page ad, it was $600. Yeah. And then if they paid me a flat $1,000, then that would be for a poster, and then they could use that image to make stickers and stuff like that. Yeah. And then I got royalties on. Yeah, there was like T-shirts and stuff too, wasn't there? Like, yeah, I got $1 per T-shirt and $1 per video that I'm in. Yeah. Damn. How much do you think, like, combined, like, just round figure, like, everything? You know? Altogether, over all those years, I probably made, like, $40,000. Wow, that's pretty good. Pretty good, yeah. Yeah, the best year I made $21,000, but that was without taxes, and I had to pay taxes. That was, like, in 95 or 4? No, I would say Yeah, like 95 or 96. Yeah. Well, that's not bad, though. And you were a student at the time, so. Yeah, so then I got to travel with. I used the money for traveling and paying for school and stuff. Yeah. And how was like you did some stuff with Big Brother too, right? Which is kind of like outside of Shorty's, or like the cover you were on and. Yeah, the cover. Like and then the interview. Oh yeah. The interview, yeah. Was there any crazy like stuff like with Big Brother, just random stories like? Oh God! Oh my God! Yeah, cause it's like you need like crazy like little specific points. You know what I mean? Like just funny. I don't know. Those guys. What? Just with Rick, like Cossack. I mean, Rick Cossack. Who would go out on those shoots, like? Yeah, it was mostly Rick. What was it like hanging with him, like? Rick was like total gentleman, really nice and like flirtatious, I would say. Yeah. No crazy stories, like. No. Where did they shoot that shot in the water, like? That was in Santa Barbara at Ledbetter Beach. Yeah. The only crazy thing about that was while we were shooting it, this like dog paddled out, like he wouldn't leave me alone. He kept paddling out to it, and we kept having to shoo him away, and then I ended up getting like toppled by a wave. Yeah. But and Rick was out there waiting around. Yeah, Rick was out there waiting. All right. One time I went with the other thing I did with Big Brother was Barbarians at the Gate, that video. Oh yeah. So they rented me that yellow Mustang. Yeah. And originally the idea of that movie was supposed to be that they were like trying to find me. And so it was like this whole like driving cross country and. Yeah, and like they're supposed to be like glimpses of me here, and they'd be like, oh, go that way, you know, but it would lead them on some crazy adventure. Yeah. But because of school or something, I could only go with them as far as Las Vegas. Oh, really? Yeah. And I don't know. Rick Costa gave me like $500 to gamble away. That was fun. And what about I was trying to say like what about like did anyone from your school or anything like, or like I don't know, just family members, did anyone like just, was there weird like instances where like people like you know? Well, my first year teaching, my students. There's gotta be kids that like saw that stuff, you know? Yeah, they because they're a little too young. Yeah. They were in 8th grade. Yeah. And so they hadn't seen all the ads and stuff. But that year, Fulfill the Dream came out, and there's a little part with me in it, and they were like, somebody was like, damn, that looks like Miss Gonzalez. And so then it like started getting rumored around the school that maybe that was me and whatever. And then finally some kid had the nerve to, or like was brave enough to come up and be like, so somebody told me you're in a skateboard video, whatever. And I was like, yeah, and I just played it off like it was really a normal thing and not anything to like geek out about. And so then everybody was really cool about it. And so my third year teaching, I ended up inviting we had like this big carnival at school, and the Shorty's team came up and did a demo and stuff and gave away stuff. And then I got them to send me like this huge box of stickers, and so I started having kids, like, if they got A's or B's on their report card, they could come and get free stickers.
Damn, that's sick.
So it was so cool. Like, there would be a line outside my costume door every day after school of skaters who are with A's and B's.
At this point, my sister's actually a school teacher, and, like, the same, she's always asking me to bring, like, shit.
Yeah.
Stickers and shit. They go crazy, man.
It's good motivation.
But, what about with, Chad, like, what kind of interaction, like, that you guys have, you know what I mean? Like, I know there was, like, ads put out, like, whatever, welcome to the team, Chad, you know what I mean? It was, like, it was all kinds of, like, innuendo, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how was it, like, meeting him and hanging out with him?
It was cool. I mean, all the innuendo stuff was just bullshit, you know?
Yeah,
but,
you guys never really dated or nothing?
No, I think he had a girlfriend through all that time.
Oh, really?
But, he was really funny the first time, that first ad that we did. He was so nervous. He was like, couldn't stop giggling and was all like...
Because of you, meeting you, or?
I guess, I don't know what it was. It was like, I mean, because he's used to being photographed, like,
you looked
skateboarding.
You looked stoned in the photo.
Yeah, that was real.
Yeah.
And then other than that, we just partied here and there and stuff.
Yeah. No crazy, instance, like, stories or anything?
No.
Nothing. What about were there ads like ideas that they had that you were just like, no way, you know what I mean?
Oh God.
Some of them were pretty far out as it was. I mean, just like that Bolts one and Lion, like, you know what I'm saying?
The Bolts one was crazy.
Were there some that they totally had ideas for and you were just like, no, it's not happening?
Well, we pretty much came up with the ideas together most of the time.
Yeah.
So that was cool. Like, that's a good thing about that whole relationship with Shorty's, was we were like kind of a creative team together, and but I can't really remember there being stuff that I wouldn't do, but was something that that Steve Rocco asked me to do that I was like, hell no. He wanted to start a like little team of female snowboarders who would kind of be like snow bunnies.
Bunnies, but like hot girls.
Hot girls that would kind of like just, board around, and if there was a guy they would carry like a like bottle of whiskey or something, and if there was a guy that was hurt,
dogs or whatever.
Yeah, exactly, like the St. Bernards.
Yeah.
And they're supposed to like give them a little bit of whiskey or something and like comfort them.
But for real, I mean, like on the slopes, or just as like for a video thing or something?
No, I think he was. I don't know. But he called me up with that idea, and I was like, the answer to that,
How did had you met him before?
Yeah.
What was it like dealing with him? I mean, he's pretty notorious for like just throwing money, like,
Yeah, he took me and Chris Markovich on a shopping spree, and.
Oh, really?
But him and I got, he would take us on. He took us on a shopping spree, and then he like
how much money, probably?
No, it wasn't that. It's that much. Just little things here and there. But the whole time, Steve and I were debating issues of feminism. And
oh, really? What's he's pretty.
He was definitely trying to be like the anti-feminist. Yeah.
Yeah, he just wants to spark like shit out. Like,
yeah, he was trying to spark shit up, but I think he felt. I don't know. He was like, damn. I think I convinced him of some points. But.
Yeah. Damn. But there's got to be. Is there any skaters that you dated? I mean, there's got to be like. I mean, like no one that was like kind of public knowledge or anything.
Chris Markovich a little bit.
Yeah. was gonna ask, cause yeah, me and Chris Mark, how's that?
That was cool.
Yeah.
I went to a barbecue with his family once. And
yeah. How did you meet him? Just through
I met him at a trade show.
Oh, okay.
Steve Rocco introduced us. Oh no, you know what happened was, oh my God. Okay, so I was up on it was an ASR trade show in San Diego.
Yeah.
And World Industries had this big, like, fort that they had built.
Crazy, like, treehouse or something.
Yeah, the treehouse thing.
Yeah.
And so me and someone gave us some squirt guns, and me and my friend were up on the top squirting people, like trying to be on the sly.
Yeah.
And we squirted the wrong dude, right? And so he came up to the top to find out who it was, and was all like ready to fight.
Yeah.
And then Chris like stepped up and was ready to fight him, and so then like
chivalrous.
Yeah, and it ended up getting squashed, but after that we kind of hung out.
All right, that's cool. And that's the only dude, or?
Yeah.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I mean, just one dude out of
Yeah.
Like kids reading the mags are like, I don't know.
Probably having
like,
other ideas.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm not like that.
Yeah, no. But so like when did it start winding down? Was it your personal decision? I mean, they must know like that. You definitely had like a stake in kind of putting like Shorties on the map. You know what I mean?
Right.
I mean, do you get like? I mean, how do they treat that? You know what I mean? Is it just like?
Now with Shorties?
Yeah.
Well, Tony's a good friend of mine, and when I go down there, we always hang out, and I'm still getting royalties.
Oh, really?
It's pretty small, but
yeah.
Like every other month, I'll get a small check.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's about it.
What years did
They give me free stuff.
Yeah. Oh, you get free product. Huh?
I just got a skateboard this last Christmas.
Yeah.
They gave me a skateboard, and I was all juiced. I hadn't skated for a long time, and I didn't think that I could really do it anymore, but I was having so much fun skating around, whatever, and then I was up in Chico, and I let my cousin use my board, and it shot out in the river. I lost it, so.
Get another one?
Yeah, try and get another one.
So was that the only modeling like you really ever did, or was there other times before or after, you know what I mean? In terms of the skateboarding stuff. Yeah,
that was pretty much it. There was
Were you ever approached with like other offers? I mean, at the time, even from other companies, like?
I think only World Industries.
Like Rocco, basically.
I think so. I can't remember. I feel like there was some kind of... Yeah, I can't remember, but I'd usually be like, I need to check that with... Or my policy was that I would just be the Shorties.
Yeah. And now, when did it end? Like, pretty much. I mean, what was the last?
The last ad was was like a 4-page one. Was that in Skateboarder? No, Thrasher maybe.
Yeah, probably.
I don't know. It was like every month 1/4 of it would come out. And then kids were supposed to like collect each one and then create this big old poster.
Yeah.
And there was me with like a black cowboy hat.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, so that was the last one. And I don't know. I've never talked to Tony about why it phased out or what, but
they just stopped like doing those ads basically.
Yeah, and I think what seemed like to me was that they just had a lot of ideas for other stuff, and they wanted to focus more on the team.
Yeah.
And they started building a pretty solid team, so.
Yeah.
It seemed like it was a good move.
Cool.
And then I'm all just like school teacher.
Yeah. That's cool though. That's a good little twist. Like, I mean, to get, you know what I mean, for like skateboarders, they're all like, probably wondering like, oh, where's she at?
Yeah.
School teacher. It's like the perfect like. So opposite, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
that's cool. All right, shit. So I'm trying to think, like, now, is there any, like, I mean, basically, like, your background and everything, is there anything that, like, jumps out, you know what I mean? Like, when did you, like, where are you actually from and, origins, all that?
I was born and raised in Santa Barbara.
Yeah.
My ethnicity is, my dad's Mexican and Guatemalan, and my mom's Irish Italian.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow. Big man. And did you you see skateboarders like way back when you were a kid out there?
In Santa Barbara?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, do you ever see like pro skaters or anything?
Well, I used to go to demos, and I met my favorite skater when I was little was Mark Gonzalez.
Oh yeah, and you have the same name almost, right?
Yeah. I used to lie and say he was my brother.
Yeah.
No, but and I got so.
Did you ever see him like? In Santa? You saw him in Santa Barbara? Cool.
At a demo at the park.
You didn't get signature autograph, right?
Well, my boyfriend at the time went up and got his autograph.
Yeah.
And he had like tattooed my name on his hand. And like Mark Gonzalez saw that and he was like, "Oh, that's so stupid." Or he was like, "Big mistake," or something like that.
Oh, because your boyfriend told him that it was, it's my girlfriend's last.
Well, it was kind of clear, he had Rosa tattooed on his. Yeah. Or he must have asked him like, "Is that your girlfriend or something?"
Oh, it said Rosa or Gonzalez?
It said Rosa.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. And did you ever see Mark after that, or later on?
No, that was it.
Yeah, he's still around.
Yep.
Let me see. Yeah, and so again, like on the shoots, like the no crazy, like I don't know, just random things. Like even that bolts one, it was like pretty. They looked like pretty painful actually, like.
Yeah, it was horrible. I had to lay there for an hour and a half.
An hour and a half, and like you're lying on real bolts, right? Like so. It's totally like digging in and stuff.
Yeah, and the photographer was like trying to make small talk, and I was like, dude, he's like, my girlfriend's a model. But yeah.
And to prop like all the bolts on, But aside from that, like any other things that stick out, or?
I don't know. They were all pretty fun and crazy. A lot of times Tony would be the photographer.
Oh, really?
But we'd be like drinking beers and stuff, and so we'd take like 87 pictures, and only like 3 would be workable.
Yeah.
But we'd always make it really fun and do other stuff.
Have you ever seen any of those photos like used in other? Like sometimes people just like steal photos. I mean, you never seen like a photo of yours like anywhere else, or?
No.
Yeah.
No, but I kind of stay out of it all.
Shit, I'm just trying to get like 15 solid.
What?
Solid points to.
I feel like.
Let me see. I gotta ask you. You're all natural, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
All natural. That question seems to come up every time.
Oh, really?
But that's good.
Okay, and you never recognized like crazy. I mean, aside from the school one, like, I figured like there'd be kids that would just be crazy, like if they saw you somewhere, like back in the day.
It's more, yeah. Well,
being that age, like when you're that age, you know what I mean? It's just like.
They would just be like really nervous and excited and be like, are you, and then, do you think I could get autograph or,
Yeah.
But they would be really respectful and stuff. There was never any.
Yeah, nobody ever sent you a lock of hair or nothing crazy.
No. But, I had, one of my boyfriends in high school got in a couple fights over guys having my poster on their wall.
No way, really?
Mm-hmm.
Like his friends?
No, like he'd be at a party and then try and take down the post, like see the poster and try and take it down, and then they'd like almost go to blows or whatever.
Really? Mm-hmm. Like at parties, there'd just be like a Shorty's poster and he was super bummed on it?
Right.
But he knew you were doing it, right? I mean.
Yeah. Well, we weren't together anymore. It was like.
Yeah.
He was reacting to that.
There was like.
It was like hard for him to see.
Yeah. And everybody's like, it's just like a decoration.
Right, exactly.
How that'd be. Alright, jeez. So, see what else? Yeah, I'm just trying, if you can think of any other, like, things just, that really would, like, people would probably be, like, blown away by. Like, obviously, the school teacher one is super good. Just things, I mean, even outside of skating, like, recently, like, has there been anything, that people would trip out on?
Well, I don't know. I think kids should like rise up and.
Yeah, like what are your teaching like philosophy? You know what I mean? Do you have it?
Yeah, I mean, I think that like the education system is really messed up.
Yeah.
And so like the reason
teach at a public school, like.
I teach at public schools.
You see the worst of it, right? I mean. Funding is bad and.
Funding, and also like kids don't learn their real history, and a lot of school is about, or like they're in a lot of schools it's really about trying to get kids to just be like people who replicate the same system basically.
Yeah.
And not like fight for their rights or for more freedom and stuff like that. So
you've never like brought anything from like what you know, skateboarding or anything that you learned, you know, dealing with that. Have you ever brought anything like that into like a class lesson or anything? You know what I mean?
Well, like when I was trying to teach the kids how to write, when I teach persuasive writing, one of the big topics that we use is like an essay arguing why skateboarding should be legal in public areas and stuff like that. Right. Yeah. Sick. And they come up with all kinds of good points. And
so you're fighting for the cause.
Yeah, so that's...
Yeah. That's cool. And, what was your favorite ad of the ones that you had? Or was there one you really hated, you know?
Oh, God. Oh, my worst one was called Utopia.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, with the pizza, like...
Yeah, the pizza. I hated that one.
How come just, like, the way...
I just felt like I was super...
Like an object, huh?
An object, yeah, like me, a case of beer, and some pizza, like that.
Yeah, like you're the equivalent of, like... The,
yeah.
Great, a pizza, chick, and a beer, yeah.
But my favorite one was, Guaranteed for Life.
Yeah, yeah.
You know that one?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
I think it's a good picture, and then I like tattoos.
That was a pretty risque one, right? Like.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because it was like the wet T-shirt.
Yeah.
That was the most risque.
Yeah. They never did like any kind of full nudity.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
But.
That's a real tattoo though?
No, that's not. I do have tattoos, but that one.
Yeah. No, Shorty's tattoo. They just like photoshopped it on it.
Yeah. Oh no, I shouldn't tell you that.
That's not real. I don't know. That's good.
Yeah.
What you have tattoos just of other various things? Anything skateboard related or?
No. No.
Or anything crazy?
Nothing too crazy. I have like a shield with the 4 directions on my back.
Yeah.
And yeah, no. Nothing too crazy.
So there's got to be some good story. Chad's huge, you know, like, do you kind of stay up to date with skating a little bit? I mean, or, you know what I mean?
Wait, what?
Do you stay up to date at all with, like, skating, like, you know what I mean?
A little bit, but I know Chad is huge.
Yeah.
Cause like, that's all my, like, the kids who used to come and talk to me about it.
And he's putting, like, an album out and everything.
Oh, he is?
Yeah. He's like working on his album right now. Like they have like billboards here, like in LA, like bus benches and shit.
Damn.
Basket beats. He's like working on it. He rented got some studio in like Soho Grand Hotel in New York, and he's just working on his album. He's got like Guru and like all these like Raekwon, like all these other rap, dudes.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
and he's like serious, like he's gonna do that for real, like.
That's so cool.
But yeah, he's like huge. So I mean, you don't have like, was there any like just funny little, like I don't know, like him being real nervous is pretty funny. But was there other times where it was like, just something happened or I don't know?
No. I remember one time he crashed his truck.
Yeah.
Scary.
That's news, huh?
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah.
But, no.
And when was the last time, like, you saw him around, or?
The last time I saw him, I didn't talk to him, but I went to that, Audiotistics
Yeah.
show and I saw him skating over there. But
did you go to the one just recently?
Uh-huh.
The one this year?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I love hip-hop.
Yeah, I think he was supposed to be on, like, he had like, on stage for that, like, at some point, I don't know.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah.
I didn't see him.
I don't know, maybe. But, yeah, so, maybe, yeah, what kind of music?
Yeah, I love, like, underground hip-hop.
Yeah, yeah.
And reggae, dancehall.
Do you ever, like, does any of that, you ever, like, have, like, kids in your class, like, write about hip-hop or anything like that, or?
Yeah.
Are they old enough? Like, I mean, yeah, they're definitely old.
Yeah, and I also, because a lot of the kids that I teach, they only know, like, radio jams.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And so I'll give them mixtapes and mix CDs.
No way.
To turn them on to better music.
Yeah,
yeah, so it's cool. Like, some kids really get super excited and become, like, hieroglyphics fans.
Yeah, yeah, damn, that's sick. Like, you give them, like, hieroglyphic stuff?
Yeah.
Damn. Do you know any of those guys, or no?
I know Pep Love.
Yeah.
We're in like a artist collective together.
Oh, okay.
We're trying to like organize for better situation for artists in the Bay Area.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Damn, so the kids must be pretty psyched on you then. I mean, it's not your average teacher, like, who's, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like hip-hop tapes, and you, like, know all these skaters and blah, blah, blah.
And I throw good parties in class.
You throw parties?
And then I teach them their true history, you know, so.
What kind of parties? Just, like, chilling?
Like, at the end of each grading period, I'll throw a fat party, and, like, they have to have all their homework done to come. And, they can bring all their own music, and we get pizza. And,
yeah.
And, like, it gets good.
Little dancing.
What?
Dancing and stuff?
Yeah, dancing, and, but there's this one time when, it was a Halloween party.
Uh-huh.
So everybody's all dressed up. I was dressed like La Llorona.
Uh-huh.
And I was and like the music was blasting, and I was in like a pretty intense game of dominoes.
Yeah, yeah.
And so I didn't realize that there was a bunch of students who were yelling out the window at people passing by.
Yeah.
And so the vice principal came in, and like some smart kid turned off the music right away.
Yeah.
And and like everybody turns around to attention, you know, to the vice principal, like, oh shit.
Yeah.
And then there's one kid, this little skater named Chris.
Uh-huh.
And he didn't realize what was happening.
Yeah.
So like everybody's dead stop, turned to the principal, and this one kid is like hanging out the window yelling, "Yeah, I'm talking to you, fool!"
Damn,
and like, yeah. So.
You got some raucous kids there, then.
Yeah.
That's dope. They're psyched on you and like whatever.
What?
They're super psyched on you then?
Yeah, I have good relationship with the students.
You never had like parents like whatever come in like, my kid's listening to hip hop or?
No. The only bad thing I had in the last 3 years was we were doing these like little skits about issues that like I had them pick issues that they feel affect kids. And, and then they were making skits about them, showing their opinion. And so there's one group chose the energy crisis, and they're doing this whole thing where they're debunking Bush's plan for like more nukes. Yeah. But there's one kid in the group who is a Republican kid, and so his mom called and was like, my son told me that, you know, the kids were teasing him because he was a Republican, and because like they were telling him that he had to be Bush and he had to defend himself and stuff, and poor kid, he had a panic attack or whatever, so I gave a whole...
He's probably gonna rebel like when he's 15 or something, huh?
Yeah. But I like taught the kids about how you don't like insult people for their opinions.
Yeah.
So, but that was the only thing. But yeah, I mean, I keep a pretty like challenge. My class is really challenging, and and all that. But at the same time, I let the kids be who they are, and and then let loose when they need to.
And like, what about like future plans and all that?
I want to be someone who teaches teachers, and I want to like revolutionize education so that kids feel ready to change the world.
Are you gonna go back to school at all, or are you gonna?
Yeah, I'm going back next year I don't have a credential yet, I've been just teaching on emergency, so next year I'm getting a credential and a master's. Oh, I have a master's in Latin American Studies.
Oh, really?
And I'm going for my second master's next year
Damn.
in education.
No joke.
Yeah.
That's good. And you see Santa Cruz, and then, when you're going to go back, or?
Yeah, then I got my master's at Stanford in Latin American Studies, and then now I'll be at USF.
Wow. Good deal. And you're going to stay up there, Bay Area, or?
Yeah, I might move back to Santa Barbara in a few years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Still not 15?
I don't know. I really, you know what I mean? I'm just I'm recording, so I'm just trying to get as much as I can.
I love nature and camping, and I love mountain biking.
It's gotta be, I gotta try to think of just one, what was the craziest thing about the whole deal? I mean, was there, I don't know, there's gotta be, you know what I mean? I've done so many of these, and it'll be the last minute, and the best one will come, you know what I mean?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You just gotta so hard to remember, I know,
I don't know, Tony and April used to take me on Rosa appreciation trips to Mexico.
Rosa appreciation trips?
That's what they would call them.
Yeah.
We went on a few of those.
And it was just you and
and them, and then I would bring a friend, or someone else from Shorty's would come.
Yeah.
And so Cabo San Lucas.
Yeah.
And I don't know, one time we took a video camera and just got super faded, and we're videoing all this crazy stuff going down in the clubs in Cabo San Lucas. And
that was crazy.
then we hitchhiked home, and we were gonna get a ride in this the back of this truck.
Yeah.
Tony was super drunk and refused to get in the van. Last I saw of him that night, he was driving away in this taxi yelling, "You faggots!" He thought they were faggots or something. I don't know. Don't put that in. That's weird.
Yeah. I don't want to beef with Tony.
Yeah.
Our advertisers. I mean, you guys ever have any kind of relationship or?
Me and Tony?
Yeah. Or?
No, just really good friends.
Yeah.
We're like family.
Alright. Okay. Shit, let me look back through here. So, favorite ad, yeah, we got that. Fuck. And no ideas you declined, really. That was good, though, the Rocco one, actually.
Yeah.
Bunnies or whatever the hell. And you just stopped. I mean, it just stopped. It wasn't it just...
No, nothing weird or...
moved on, I mean.
No.
But you still get checks. What was the last check you got? Might be funny to put in,
my last check of royalties?
Check for $10 or...
No, it was $3.
$3?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, because it's however many sell in that, pay period.
And what is out there still selling? The video or the...
The video, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn. So $3 and it's just a check and...
Yeah, I'm not going to cash it or anything.
It costs you more to cash it, huh?
Uh-huh.
They'll charge you a couple bucks. No, that's good though. Just it's funny. Keep coming.
Right.
Alright, and parents' reaction, did your parents ever see any of that stuff or?
I only had one parent who was oh, my son's he's never been this motivated before, and he says you are somebody was skateboarding and loves skateboarding, and this was the most excited he's been about school.
Actually, what I'm saying, I mean, your parents,
Oh, my parents?
Yeah, did they ever see any of that stuff? You know?
Well, my mom is pretty wild, and her reaction was just she thought it was hilarious, and she would show people and was kind of proud to be Rosa's mom and stuff, and would kind of once she was in England and she saw so she went in a skateboard shop and saw some Rosa stuff, and so she she told them that's my daughter or whatever, and they're no way, you're Rosa's mom. She just thought that was so cool, and then she to kind of spite, I don't know what her thing was, but she sent one to my grandmother, I think, or something, to be crazy.
Yeah.
But my dad was more I never showed him. I never showed him any of this stuff, no.
Oh, really?
But, he found out or something. And,
oh, really?
yeah.
He might be upset or...
He was just pretty, like, quiet about it.
Raise you to...
No. I'm like, I'm getting money for school. No, but he trusts me, so.
When... Do you want to give your birth date and everything?
Yeah. August 16th, 1974.
Oh, okay.
I'm 27 now. And I was 18 when I started.
You were 18 in the first photo?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
So from like 18 to 24 was like solid Shorty's pinup girl.
Gig.
Uh-huh.
And I mean, you have no, like, regrets on any of it. I mean, whatever, you know? It's just, did you ever...
Yeah, I don't know. It was like an ongoing debate because through the height of all that stuff, I was like studying a lot of feminism.
Yeah, and you were like developing as a person, so.
Developing as a person,
right.
and like also trying to be like active in like movements for social change.
And it's kind of hard to.
Kind of ironic to also then be a pinup girl, but.
Did you ever have like, were you in like a group where they found out you're in like magazines and stuff? No, nothing like that. But like my general idea about it is just that like women need more avenues to express who they are, not less. And so being like a sexualized person is just like one of them, and it's a powerful thing. Totally.
But yeah, no scandals.
No scandals. And that was the most like was the most embarrassing like person that ever, you know, probably like your family or something. I mean, or a boyfriend aside, or.
Yeah, well, with boyfriends.
You wouldn't tell people like off the bat. I mean, you know.
They never tell anybody off the bat, and then they find out, and.
It's almost like, why didn't you tell me? Well, I mean.
Yeah. Right, or like I know if it's a good guy or not, whether or not he like how he reacts to it. If he gets all like excited, then I know it's bad, and if he gets all like.
All amped on it, like.
Yeah, and like likes me more.
Yeah.
That's bad.
Kinda creepy.
Yeah, and then if he gets all pissed. Then that's bad too. So if they're just like, oh, okay, and like ask questions and try and understand it.
Yeah. That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm totally badgering you here. Did you you know the photographer guy Brian? Did you get a message from him or anything?
Oh yeah, I haven't called him back yet.
Yeah. Maybe check on him because I think he might be breaking out like.
This
weekend, or I don't know, but yeah.
Okay.
You know what we were thinking that would be, like it's totally, I don't know, but we were thinking like you in your classroom or something, like even as a school teacher would just be sick, you know, like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like totally doesn't have to be, you know what I mean? Just like.
That'd be really cool.
Out, you know. Like I think it'd be cool, but that might with the time constraints like we have, I don't know, we'll see. It's kind of up to you guys, but definitely maybe give him a call or he'll try and call you again, I'm sure.
Yeah, it'd have to be on this Tuesday is my last day with the kids.
Tuesday? That would be sick, like with the kids.
That'd be so cool.
Yeah. It's like where here, you know, what's she up to now, kind of thing. Okay, we give it one more pass here. All my shit. So the play, we got that. School teacher, full name, we got all that. Dated only Markovich. For all those years, that's pretty good.
Yep.
You were just consciously, I mean, probably, were you consciously trying to stay?
Yeah, because
you didn't want to be like the pro, you know, the pro ho, like.
Exactly.
You know, yeah.
Or for someone to like me because of that.
Yeah, like trophy.
Trophy style.
Yeah, pinup girl, like check me out, I got the trophy girl.
I'm anti that.
Was there ever a dude that like totally just came on you like so hard, like, I mean.
I think I'm pretty good at shutting it down. Oh God, one time, the second trade show, the second and last trade show I went to.
Yeah.
I went to this big like after party, and I was walking through. I was kind of faded, and I was walking through this crowd of guys, and all these guys tried to kiss me, and like kiss me on the mouth and stuff, and so I just,
That's pretty rough.
And so I left.
Yeah. Yeah, that's like the negative side of.
Yeah. It's
people think like because you're on the, on the pinup shot or whatever like that. That's what you are or something.
Right.
But no, specifically like any person like just wouldn't take no for an answer, like infatuated or whatever.
No. I'm pretty good at avoiding stuff like that or shutting things down. Or I'll just talk to people really like straight and
shut them down from the get.
Or like ultra nice.
Yeah.
Oh, like a friend or like kind of condescending, and then they're like, oh, okay. No.
Could you do any tricks like on a skateboard or?
I could ollie and do a boneless.
No.
Back in the day, and I could ride fakie on a half pipe.
Like roll up and down, just going.
I couldn't do it. Yeah, I never mastered a kick turn, but I could ride fakie.
The boneless to the half pipe.
Yeah.
Never too late. And what was the last time you were ever recently recognized, like just randomly? I mean, has it happened anytime recently? Like someone was just like, I know you from somewhere, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's gotta be people like working.
That happens a lot.
Like 7-Eleven or somewhere that used to skate, you know? When was like the most recent, like?
I don't think it was very interesting, but that happens a lot.
Like where just
someone's like
restaurants or street.
Or he was like clearly really trying to talk to me, and then I figured out that was why.
Yeah. Oh well. Hey, that's why I'm calling you, you know. Same boat here. But all right. So I guess that's pretty much. I mean, last shot. I mean, anything else offhand? Totally random about yourself, like when you were a kid, something happened, or I don't know, anything. Did you ever like? I'm trying to think of anything. Like, you ever have any like celebrity like interactions, or like when you were a kid, or I don't know?
I used to. Well, yeah. I mean, growing up in Santa Barbara, I'd like run into celebrities like John Travolta and stuff. But when I was a kid, everybody thought that I was Alyssa Milano. I used to get like, people would come up and be like, ask my autograph, or be like,
oh shit.
Oh, we have someone famous here
like
today.
When you were like really young and she was
like
still
9, 10.
Yeah, and she was.
Because her and I are we're the same age, yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Pretty good.
Alyssa Milano. God.
And no crazy Big Brother stories. I'm sure there are, but.
Yeah.
Nothing different.
My mom was a hippie, grew up on a commune.
Oh, really?
My dad's like a Chicano activist.
Oh.
He's pretty like well-known community activist.
Yeah. So he definitely would have been like a little, like maybe a little upset, especially it's like Santa Barbara, like some, skaters are usually like the white people, you know what I mean? Like,
right.
I'm like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, but he's not all angry, but.
Yeah.
Yeah. And. God.
Last time you skated, you said like.
Over Christmas, yeah. Yeah, I lost my board in the river. I love skateboarding. I wish more kids skateboarded. I feel like it builds character and. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
And it's like, I don't know, I feel like kids who skate are just way more, there's like a certain vibe that they're like more critical thinkers.
Yeah,
independent, question things and like.
Yeah, that's sick though that you teach your kids, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You kind of like pass that on to kids, like that's crazy, like it's like the ideal school teacher, you know? I mean, as far as skating goes, skaters. Okay. Yep. I don't know.
Oh, I'm a painter. I paint. I do watercolor.
Oh, really?
And like, I've had shows of my art.
Yeah. Up there, or?
Up here.
Is it like what kind of art? Like landscape or?
Kind of like faces, watercolored faces, mix and like a lot of female images and mixed with landscape and abstract stuff.
And you chose you pretty much chose not to pursue like any kind of like acting or any kind of modeling. I mean, did you choose that? I mean, on your like, your I mean, as you grew, like,
Right. I wanna like make social change.
Yeah.
I don't wanna
just be
like, try and make money.
Pretty phase.
Because that all fades and stuff.
Yeah.
But I'm totally into acting and like, so, I act with this theater group.
Yeah, but more sophisticated acting than like
Hollywood
style.
Right, exactly. And like stuff with a message and
Yeah. Okay. Alright, well.
Oh, I love gardening.
Gardening. You got a lot of little hobbies then, huh?
A lot of hobbies. I love to cook.
And actually, you know what would be good? Like, this would be a good clincher, like, for the end. Are you single right now?
No, I'm about to move in with my boyfriend.
Oh man, that would have been a sick one right there. Like, she's single.
I know,
clincher, like, at the end, Actually, I would put that anyways. But maybe for any of you guys that actually, are still looking, she's just about to move in with her boyfriend, so.
Oh, really? Yeah. I held out for a long time, but.
Oh, really?
I found the right guy, so.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, so, that photo is like, I don't know if you can, he'll probably call again, but maybe if you get a chance, just call him and,
Yeah, I'll call him.
Because, I know he's leaving, like, maybe for the weekend.
Okay. So maybe the Tuesday would work.
Oh, he's leaving next weekend, so. But by Monday or Tuesday, we kind of gotta have it. And your kids are leaving Tuesday, you said, huh?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So maybe Monday or something?
Monday we're not having class or anything.
Okay.
Tuesday we're going on a fat field trip, pool party.
Tomorrow maybe?
Tomorrow would work. Tomorrow would work for sure.
Yeah, it would take like 10 minutes, you know what I mean? Like, it's quick, like. And actually, did you get his message? Did you have his number?
Yeah, I gotta listen to it again to write the whole number down.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, that would be really good though, like in the classroom, I think.
Yeah.
Like we were thinking about running the old ads, but it almost adds like more, To, like,
I think it's better in new photo.
Yeah, totally. It's like everybody's seen the ads, a million times. But yeah, I mean, if you think of anything else, like, maybe,
I'll call you.
Call, leave a message or anything.
Okay.
And this number, do you have this number?
Let me just write it down.
Okay. Yeah, because you might just think of like something good, like in the next 10 minutes, right after you hang up.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got a pen?
Uh-huh.
All right, it's 323.
323?
Yeah, 782. 2475.
2475.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, if you could just leave a message. I'm about to break out of this.
Okay, cool.
But yeah, if you think of like a good one, definitely like don't hesitate.
Okay.
And hope the photo goes well, and good luck with all your projects.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Well, actually, if you wanna, do you wanna give me an address? I can send you a magazine.
Okay, that'd be great. It's 1450 Alice Street.
Alice?
Like Alice in Wonderland.
Okay.
Apartment 7. Oakland 94612.
Oakland 94612.
Yeah.
Okay, and Rosa, I put Rosa
Gonzalez
with a Z.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. I'll send you one up for sure.
Okay.
Check it out. Make sure I'm not lying about you,
Thank you.
No, that's good though. It's pretty like well-rounded,
Yeah.
I like it. It'll be totally like different from what people expect,
Right.
Like it's all this like activism and shit. Like it's cool.
Yay.
Good deal.
Okay.
All
Have
right,
a good night.
Yeah, you too. Thanks for
Good talking to you.
All right. Take
Bye.
care. Bye.